Harvey Mason Jr. is an American record producer, songwriter, movie producer, and currently the CEO of the Recording Academy, better known as the Grammy Awards. He has written and produced songs for artists including Michael Jackson, Justine Timberlake, Chris Brown, just to mention a few. In addition, he has produced music for television and films, including Dreamgirls and Sparkle. He was elected as the chairman of the Recording Academy in June 2019, became its interim president and CEO on July 16, 2020, then assumed his permanent role of CEO on May the 13th, 2021. In September 2022, we gave Harvey the opportunity to visit the motherland, and the first place he touched was Ghana. Akwaba. Akwaba means welcome.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. It feels really great to be here.
Fantastic.
Really appreciate you all having me. It means a lot.
This is Harvey. Hello. Obviously, he's here for the Goober Awards, which is happening on Thursday in Rwanda. Goober Awards is a non-profit Pan-African business and innovation high-profile awards event which seeks to recognize, celebrate excellence and innovation of Africans in the diaspora and organizations that work towards the advancement, empowerment and the progression of Africa. But we thought that we'll bring him to Ghana first because Ghana is the gateway to Africa and it's his first time in West Africa.
Yes.
So he's extremely excited. So I'll leave you to say a few words.
Well, absolutely. I have to first say thank you to everybody. I've only been here a few hours, but it feels incredible. Everybody's been so kind and nice and generous to me. It's a beautiful country so far that I've seen. I've never been here, so I'm very excited, and I'm very thankful for the Gooba Award. I'm honored and humbled. It's a true pleasure to have this be my first visit to the territory, to the region. I'm going to have a great time. We're going to have a party. We're going to see the country. We're going to see the territory. And I'm going to really get a new insight into what's happening here. I've never been here. What do people do on a day-to-day basis? What's the culture? I want to learn more and I want to experience more music. I know a lot about the food and the dishes.
You'll be tasting a lot of food.
I'm hoping that you all are going to take care of that. Mm-hmm. You got me?
We got you on that. Here, he had a spiritual connection with his roots. He also took the opportunity to find out if conducive to host the Grammys in Africa.
So incredible, sister. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How's everything going?
It's stressful, but I'm good. Yeah. Oh my God, you have
I know
so
you've
much
probably
going
been
on.
in the back just trying to make things happen and all of that.
Welcome.
Welcome. Let me. Oh my God. Wow.
So this is Chocolate Harvey.
story,
Who's
yeah.
doing your outfit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Chop me, Harvey.
Yeah.
Welcome home, brother.
Thank you, man. Great
Nice,
to see you.
nice.
Amazing.
I think the clothes will fit.
Yeah?
Yeah. So we're the first brand in the world with a runway, and we're going to keep this emblem everywhere in the world. We're going to set up, including Rodeo Drive.
Yeah, I love
So
it.
we're gonna make sure
It's
that
on
still
Rodeo
happens.
Drive. I like it.
Yes,
I like it.
So as soon as you enter, this is more or less like the experience side. Sitting, waiting for your clothes or waiting to be attended to. Some fabric samples here and there. And most importantly, where you're gonna endorse when you're done with your fitting.
Nice.
So you're gonna speak from your heart.
Make sure you get it. That's the chorus. That's the chorus.
Yeah. Thanks, Chief.
Thank you for the beautiful outfits. You are a true talent. All my love and appreciation. Harvey Mason Jr.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother.
Amen.
Welcome to the residence of Dr. Du Bois. This was his house and he lived in this house only for 2 years. This house was a gift to him by Ghana's first president, Osadifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, in the year 1961. In this house, we have 7 rooms. We'll be going through all the 7 rooms.
In this room were 1,500 books, all written by Dr. Du Bois and his second wife, Shirley. Others he brought when coming to Ghana, and some he picked whilst in Ghana. The title of the book, Embattled for Peace, these were books that he gifted out to people who visited him. 1,975 published books were all under Dr. Du Bois, and he read every single one of them. Shirley became the special advisor to Dr. Osadifo Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president, and she also became a director for Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, GBC.
So we have this Ghana-made radio right here. By then, it has only 3 radio stations, GBC1, GBC2, and GBC3. GBC1 was for Ghana, GBC2 for the African continent, and GBC3 was for the whole world. When Dr. Du Bois was coming to Ghana, he brought a soil sample from his hometown, Great Barrington at Massachusetts. He brought water, and he brought a soil sample for where he buried his first wife, Nina Goma, with 2 kids. And please lift your head. The roof, what does it tell? The web. Even though your initials doesn't state like a web, you can still be a spider. Even if you can start at large. Help create a peaceful home and a peaceful country for the younger ones who are coming to also have a peaceful place to live in.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Do you want to take a picture there?
Yeah, sure.
We headed to Cape Coast Castle, in the dungeon of Cape Coast Castle, where hundreds of slaves were held in cramped conditions before being transferred to boats bound for the Western Hemisphere. In Cape Coast Castle, the underground dungeon was a space of terror, death, and darkness. In 1957, when Ghana became independent, the castle came under the care of Ghana Museums and Monuments Board. In the early 1990s, the building was restored by the Ghanaian government with the funds of the United Nations Development Programme. He visited the Ghana Tourism Authority, the CEO Akwasi Agyeman, a state agency under the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Creative Arts, responsible for the regulation of tourism in Ghana through marketing, promoting, licensing, classifying, researching and developing tourism facilities and services.
So, he's my boss. He's the CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority.
She's been amazing, boss. She works for you.
No, she doesn't work for me. I work for her. She just tries to play
That's
it
like
around.
me. No, this has been great. She was really great to our team. Very nice to be here. I really appreciate you having us. It means a lot to be here.
Obviously, we are honouring Harvey at Google Awards in Rwanda, and I didn't want him to go to Rwanda first without coming. He has to pass through the gateway before going to Rwanda. But I think that there's a broader conversation when it comes to the creative arts industry, tourism, and what Harvey has in mind for Africa.
Ghana is noted for one thing, the warmth of the people, and it's also because of the way our culture is situated in the whole conversation. And then also we have so many cultural activities, and it seeps through our music, because originally we had the Ghana High Life. And as the years progress, they try to infuse with hip. So we have hip life instead of Harvey life, and now they moved into Afrobeat, and now to dancehall to Afrobeat. We don't know where else, to Azonto and everything that has happened within the period. Post-COVID, Ghana has opened up again, and so we're out there telling everybody to come, especially in December in GH, where you have Afrochella, Taste of Ghana, Afro Nation, Little Havana, Dirty Rave, Joyful Way Explosion, so many activities, and so we are hoping to have a very good December. Ghana is now the official December destination, and so this should not be an argument. The headquarters should be here, because we are ready. We are more than ready to have you. We also at the headquarters of the Africa Continental Free Trade, which is more like a continental bloc, where now more or less you have one business bloc, and so whatever you do here throughout the rest of Africa,
That's based in Ghana?
It's based in Ghana, so that really puts the icing on the cake for us.
It's a big part of what we do when we go anywhere. It's about education and trying to like assess what's happening in the area and see how can we be helpful, how can we bring value. So that's a little bit of kind of what we're doing now, is learning what's here, what's happening, and listening to you say there's a lot of talent but not a lot of development yet, which is I think maybe we can be helpful.
During his stay, we hosted a special meet and greet dinner at the prestigious Insunam restaurant, where he met some industry players, musicians such as Rocky Dawuni, Kiddy, Samini, Joe Metal, Abeku Santana, which proved to be a successful networking engagement. Good evening. Thank you all for coming this evening. It's an honor and a privilege to have the CEO of the biggest awards in the world, the GRAMMYs. Coming to Ghana for the first time.
I'm so honored, I'm so thrilled to be here. I'm impressed, I'm inspired, I'm motivated to do more by the talent, by the music, by the city, the people, my dance especially. It's been an honor to be here, so I appreciate you all having me. Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for sharing with me your stories and your talent. I really appreciate it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, on behalf of Cuba, we want to thank you for honoring the invitation. Though it was very short, we appreciate your time. This is one of the biggest gatherings of our industry, big players coming together. We want to thank Jankuma for hosting us, and also we're so much excited to have the Grammy Award CEO in Ghana. I think he deserves a round of applause.
We paid a courtesy call to the Rwandan embassy in Ghana, where he had a chance to experience what Rwanda was all about.
Thank you for seeing us. I appreciate it very much.
My joy and honor.
Nice to be here. It's good to be in your country.
Very delighted.
It smells good in your office.
Oh,
Coffee.
I made of coffee. That's Rwandan coffee. That's Rwandan coffee.
Rwandan coffee is the best coffee.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Would you mind having some?
Ah, sure. I'll try some.
Thank you. Lovely.
If it's Rwandan coffee, yeah, I'll try it.
Oh.
Well,
Congratulations for your achievement.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
So just to formally introduce, this is my mother, the ambassador to Rwanda. I thought that it was important for you to meet her before we go to Rwanda. She has been a great supporter of Guba. So she was at the last year Guba Awards when we held it in Ghana for the first time. And then she was like, Denta, how do we get this to Rwanda? And I was like, let's do it. So Rwanda is an amazing place. I went there for the first time last year. And it's one of those places where one is extremely clean. They're big on tourism, big on technology, and big on coffee. They're pitching for so many big events. So they're big on events and conferences in Rwanda. They're literally, their event space are literally booked throughout the year.
Time.
And when you talk about East Africa, yes, there's Kenya, there's Uganda, but Rwanda stands out as a Pan-Africanism, as a Pan-African country. The leader stands for that. So, Ambassador, obviously this is Harvey. We're honouring him on the continent in your country, and he's extremely excited to go to Rwanda as well and see the opportunities there.
Very much looking forward to going to Rwanda. Can't wait. For me, I don't know anything about Rwanda. I don't know anything about Ghana. I come here to see and learn. But what I contend is that music can introduce a lot of people to the culture and the society before people go. But you know what's happened, and I've seen it in the U.S., and not that the U.S. is, more important than any other area, but from my perspective, we see like Latin music, a huge popularity in the States of Latin American music. Same for now Korean music. You see K-pop music traveling the globe, and you start to see other countries associating with Korean people because of their music, or they want to go to Seoul to be closer to that culture. And I think all music is really African music, to be honest. So I think if there's an interesting way of building up the talent and the creative pool here and expanding and exporting that, it could really serve in the same way that it's happened for Latin music or for Korean music.
Absolutely. So first I want to celebrate you as a person of distinguished achievement, and also having seen what the power of music and film can do in the transformation of people. I believe that is the thing that we do need here on our continent. And in particular, Rwanda, we have had a journey. We'll have time, I think. I'll share with you some of the information later on, but I'm sure that since you haven't just come in for the event and leave, there's a lot much more that you'll see.
A lot, yeah.
If there was a place in the world that really experienced one of the worst horrors, I'm sure you probably have heard about the war and genocide. It's Rwanda. Yeah. But 30 years down the line, we were able to face each other and choose to unite and to just forge forward for good, and also open our gates to the rest of the world. So when we talk about stories, we do have stories.
We have these stories.
Lots of stories. Music could play a very big hand in really elevating the good achievement along the way, a story, and connecting it in a Pan-African sense, because I've had the opportunity of representing my country and my president here in Ghana, and there's so much that we have in common. As she talks about the Asante War, we have our stories, and I'm sure you do have your stories. Bringing them together, I think, will really open up people's minds.
And then the other thing is as we get the academy, or potentially an academy in this region, then you have North America, you have Latin America, you have all these different countries, and it all comes together with the celebration of music from all over the world.
Whilst in Rwanda, Harvey had the opportunity to tour the country. The first stop was a courtesy call on the British High Commissioner in Kigali to further explore the network. He toured the historical Rwandan Genocide Museum and the final resting place for more than 250,000 victims of the genocide. It is a symbol of remembrance and to prevent future mass atrocities and genocides. He finally met the Rwandan Development Board, responsible for the investment opportunities affair of the Rwandan economy.
Good evening and welcome to Guba Awards 2022. My name is Irma Ihumuri and today is just an amazing day because we've been waiting for so long to finally host this amazing, inspiring event. Tell me, how do you feel about tonight?
I'm just so excited for Harvey to be here, particularly because he had never been to Rwanda, he had never been to Accra, so it's really cool for him to get to see this part of the world. It's really, really awesome. I'm so excited that we could be here.
I want to thank the Guba Group for this honor. I want to tell you that this is the first time I've been really on the continent, but in this country. And it's been a life-changing experience.
He enjoyed his stay both in Ghana and Rwanda, and we are currently in process of surveying other African countries in anticipation of setting up the Grammy Africa.